What's up, everyone? My name is Amber.
And I'm Priscilla.
And this is Live Iwakuni.
Yay!
Today we're talking about something that's pretty important.
Chopstick etiquette.
Woo!
Yay!
And you recommended it, so thank you so much.
Yes.
It's gonna be awesome.
And the kind of day that I'm having, I'll probably stop myself with a chopstick.
Don't do that. Don't
okay.
do that.
No?
I don't know
Okay.
how to save you.
All right. So, I know a little bit about chopsticks, but not very much. I know that I use them to shovel food in my mouth, but I don't know any proper etiquette. So today I'm gonna let Miss Amber show me the ropes. So hopefully in showing me the ropes, you'll know the ropes, and then we'll all eat chopsticks. We'll all eat with chopsticks together.
Really well. Yes. Hopefully. And I did some research because I'm not a pro either. I don't know really. So this is just gonna be new for everyone. This is stuff I found. So here we go.
Okay, rock on.
Bust out your pen and paper.
Yes.
All right, so before the meal, how to separate those pesky little wooden chopsticks.
Ooh.
So let's say you're eating out. Most of the restaurants are going to have these wooden chopsticks that come in like a paper sleeve, and they're stuck together, right?
Yes, totally.
So ours are not stuck together. But how to separate the chopsticks?
I had no idea there's like a proper way to separate them. That's awesome.
There totally is. So like lots of people might go, oh, aggressive. Don't be aggressive. Oh, you're aggressive? Jeez. Calm down, Priscilla.
Sorry. Dang it.
So you're not going to be like separating like this, because if you do, you might have somebody next to you that you're like bumping them and you might not know who they are.
Okay, and I always like when I'm separating them like the incorrect way, there's always like one side of the chopstick that isn't even.
Oh, like playing wishbone.
Yeah, so but I always get the short end of the stick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We're going to change all that.
Yay.
Okay, so when you are separating them, it feels a little funky at first, but you're going to do it from top to bottom. So you're just going to pull straight up
Okay.
and straight down over top your lap.
Okay. So straight up.
Pop. Yep.
Okay. Will they break evenly?
Hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully.
We're gonna test that. We're gonna test that. Leave it in the description below.
Yes.
From our test. We'll know.
So, up and down over the lap so that you're not punching anybody with your elbows.
Okay. Or like
Right.
flinging your chopstick at some poor,
Yes.
unassuming Japanese person.
Yes.
Or your
exactly.
family. Don't do that either.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, perfect.
So the next thing is so funny. I'm so guilty of this. Trying to get those little splinters off.
Ooh.
And most of us try to start a campfire like, you know,
Yeah.
like you can see the smoke coming off those babies. So don't do that.
Yes, I know
So
that one
after
well.
you have properly separated them, pop, then you are going to politely pick any said splinter from the chopstick with your finger.
Okay. All right. I just had a realization that I have been entirely rude. This whole time I've been
You're like,
in
campfire.
Be like, get off. Who wants you, Splinter? Like, this is not a Ninja Turtle movie.
Keen.
Nobody wants a Splinter.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
So reason being is because you don't want to be spreading those wood shavings all over your food.
Okay. Makes sense.
All right.
Total sense.
So next up, we're going to talk about how to act during a meal with your chopsticks. Deep breath. Okay.
This isn't going well for me so far, Amber. I'm 0 for 0.
It's okay. That's what this is for.
I know. I'm learning so much.
So,
Thank you.
This is probably the hardest part, and I'm still working on it, so don't judge me. How to hold your chopsticks.
Okay. I have some friends that are like amazing at holding their chopstick or holding their chopsticks. And, I think that they've come from like Asian families, so it's so normal for them.
Yeah.
But for me, it's so hard, and I feel like I look so ridiculous.
I know.
Yeah.
And I made it like a personal goal to like never be that girl that's like, do you have a fork? You know, like
Yeah.
I don't want to be like that.
But for the record, if you are, it's okay.
It is okay.
We still love you.
It's a personal goal of mine, and I'm
Yeah.
like, please, I just want to use chopsticks. So it's a facto.
And fun fact, Japanese people at restaurants and things know the word fork. So if you don't have your chopstick skills, which you will by the end of this video, so that'll never happen to you again. But if you for some reason need a fork or a spoon, just ask for one.
Yeah.
They will be happy to get you one at any Japanese restaurant or facility. So
Yes.
yes.
All right, so here we go. So you've separated them. You have not started a campfire at this point. you want to take one chopstick. So leave the little guy there. Hopefully you have a cute little holder. And basically, act like you're about to write the best novel ever. So you're going to put it in your hand like you are holding a pen or pencil. Like,
look,
this.
we're holding.
All right. You want to choke back up on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
the top?
Toward the top.
Toward the top. Okay. Towards the top, people.
Toward the top.
All right.
And then you want to make sure that you have this sort of movement about you. Like, you're able to move it up and down. Like, you just imagine calligraphy. You're also really good at that up here, too. Oh.
And I'm a Harry Potter fan, so this is like wanding.
Yeah.
Axio Rice.
Yes. So, and Pinky might do some things. That's okay.
Okay.
So you're up and down like this. So that's basically between your thumb, index, and middle finger. That's what's happening here.
Okay.
Then your second one, right? So pick up your second one.
Okay.
This is your dominant hand, hopefully. Unless you're ambidextrous, that's cool too. Then you want to slide the second one through the hole that is between your thumb and index finger.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So
even?
Have them even. Yep.
Even.
And that guy's gonna chill on your index finger.
Okay. I gotcha.
So this is like your support system here.
Okay.
I said index finger, ring finger. It's gonna hang out on your ring finger.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Ring finger. Got it.
All right. So then all of your movement is really gonna come from this top side. So.
That's gonna take some effort, Amber. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's why I struggle still.
Okay,
so,
I don't normally use my chopsticks like this, so.
I know.
But man, life goals, right? Life goals.
So yeah, most of that movement's gonna come from the top. Your pinky can do whatever you really want it to do. Just me.
I feel like I really want it to grip on the bottom.
Yeah.
I feel like there's more control, but this does seem like more of a proper way to hold your chopsticks.
Right. Yeah, side note, this is going to be like, I won't say like fine dining etiquette, like if you were to compare it to something in America, but like if you were to go through school and they kind of taught you like, okay, this is what the salad fork is for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Totally.
It's not it's not like gospel.
Okay. But if I mess it up, I can still eat my food.
Yes, totally.
Perfect.
Yes, so that's how it is said to hold your chopsticks.
Okay. And I can see how like you could definitely like with this particular grip pick up like the individual. It's very pointed at the end. So I feel like it is very good for gripping tiny objects where I feel like I normally hold it so it's more like parallel like this. I don't know.
Oh, you kind of go in like...
I like
scoop
it.
Well, maybe now your neighbor will be happy when you're eating next to
That's true.
someone. You won't be like,
she'll finally eat dinner with me. She'll be like, yes, that is me.
You're gonna make friends too.
Oh my gosh,
great.
we're gonna have me that friends. Yes, I always wanted them. Okay.
All right, so that is how to hold chopsticks the right way. On to selecting food. So you should not hold your chopsticks and hover over food while you're trying to figure out which food you want.
Okay, so imaginary here, like I wouldn't be like...
Right.
Okay, got it.
And I feel like that kind of goes across the board.
Yeah, that's not a Japanese thing, guys. That's a...
Yeah. Like
general, I'm a person.
Rude. You know, like just don't do that.
Yeah.
So you would instead figure out, okay, I want that, and then you go for that. You don't hover, right?
Yeah. Makes sense.
All right. And then don't pull a bowl towards you with chopsticks.
Oh, okay. I hadn't thought about that, but
It happens. I've done it. I've totally done it.
You've totally...
Yeah.
Oh, but that's very handy, but no, I won't do it.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Slap. Yeah.
Now you've taught me something new I had never thought of before.
Don't make that like
Don't
that.
teach your children.
Right. So instead, you would take the bowl, put it in front of you, or even hold it with your less dominant hand, and then use your chopsticks.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Do not stab food with a chopstick. So you're not spearfishing people. You're not like, tofu. Like, no, just, no. I don't have much more to say other than just don't do that.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. The other thing, don't pass food with your chopsticks to someone else's chopsticks.
What if I wanted to do like a Lady and the Tramp type thing? Is that like
no?
Here,
Save that for home.
Okay.
Don't do that.
I don't do that anyway, people.
So
let me just continue drinking. It's fine.
I don't think I've ever passed food to someone else's chopsticks, but I think I probably have. Like,
no, okay, so
that's kind of hard to do.
I was thinking more along the lines of like, you know, like the romantic, like, here, babe, have a bite. That kind of thing. But to pass from chopsticks to chopstick, that's weird. That would be like passing fork to fork. Who does that?
Yeah, you're
like,
right. That sounds kind of hard.
Even harder than with a fork. It's hard.
Probably. Yeah,
that's
really
hard.
Stab it.
If any one of you can pass from fork to fork, please send us a video.
Yeah. We might need to do a video.
Let us know in the comments below. We want to meet you.
Yes, we do. Okay. So, next is going to be, let's say, Priscilla, you have something amazing, and I want to taste it.
I don't share.
But you are. In this example, you
okay.
will.
All right, I'll share.
And I'm going to be mega rude, and don't hand it to me.
Okay.
I'm going to be mega rude and be like, hey, Priscilla, can I have some of that? And I'm going to reach over. Again, I feel like that's something that you shouldn't do even in America, but
yeah,
it was worth sharing. Don't reach over and grab food from someone
I'm feeling
else's
really
stuff.
guilty right now because I've totally done that to my husband. Like, you want to share with me. Give me whatever. Don't tell me I'm alone, ladies and gentlemen. Do not say that I'm alone. You know who you are. Join my club.
It's true. That's why it's great to share because, like, I'm pretty sure we're all guilty of this.
Yes, but definitely not in public. I think, right, we probably want to say that.
Right, yeah.
So these are, like, etiquette things, but we know that, like, at home.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I double dip.
Do whatever
right?
you want. Yeah, double
it's
dip.
my ranch sauce. I
Right?
will double dip.
I made this.
Yes. But don't do that out in public.
Right.
So, makes sense.
The other thing is going to be like a communal dish. So let's say you have some bomb gyoza come in and you're sharing it with a bunch of friends. You're not going to grab gyoza and then put it directly in your mouth. Guilty of that too, you guys. What we should be doing is, there's a couple different options. You can ask for extra chopsticks to serve with, and those will be the communal serving chopsticks. Or you can move said food item to your own plate and then consume the food item.
Okay.
Make sense?
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like, speaking of communal dining, shabu shabu or things like that, so there are different chopsticks for cooking versus eating.
Yes.
So in Japan, you'll see chopsticks like this, but you'll also see ones that are very large, like much longer than the average chopstick, and those are going to be used for cooking. So if you're eating out at a restaurant, you want to make sure that, like, first you're not putting those in your mouth because they're for cooking, and then also there's a cross-contamination, so it can be kind of dangerous.
Totes.
So, but that's the only thing that I can think of.
Yeah.
That was kind of similar to that. So
another thing I came across was actually, like, let's say you don't have a serving utensil or serving chopsticks, you could turn these babies around and use the thick end, but that wasn't ever, like, written anywhere like this is something you should do. It's just something that people have seen other people do, more like a style thing.
And I've heard that the other end of your chopstick is used too. Like, that's a pretty normal thing in Japan. So they are very resourceful with their chopsticks, for sure.
So that's pretty much it as far as, like, communal and taking food and stuff like that from the table. But I want to talk about something you touched on already, was difficult to eat food. So, like, let's say miso soup, for instance. You got those little slippery bits of tofu hiding out in the bottom. It is totally, totally okay to take the bowl and tip it up and use to shovel.
Oh, shoveling.
Shovel! You can do this!
So as long as your bowl is near you, yes?
Yes.
And, like,
and it's
shovel.
not a communal bowl.
That's true. And I've seen many Japanese people do this. It's just, like, especially for even noodle type things, I think.
Or rice, because you know how sometimes there's, like, little bits down there and you can't get them.
Yeah. Okay.
So shovel.
Shovel.
Yeah.
And if you are okonomiyaki fans, you know what the shovel is. So instead of using the actual shovel, just use chopsticks and shovel it on in.
Yes, perfect.
Japanese are kind of like Americans.
Yes, these are kind of like forks. Yes, there's a
Okay.
little bit more though.
Okay.
A little bit more. So resting your chopsticks. These are big, okay? So you're never, ever, ever, I know you want to do it. Stab!
Oh.
You don't stab.
Yeah, stab.
Stab. Don't stab and leave. These are not working out. But what sometimes happens...
I will fix it. Don't worry. It's camera magic.
Right.
I got it. It's going to be fine.
So, like...
Yes.
So you're like in between, or you're done, or what have you, and you decide to make little antennas out of your bowl. Don't do that.
Don't know.
Don't.
Yeah. It is a sign of funerals. People do that at a funeral. So don't be rude.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's bad. So
yeah.
Keep your chopsticks out of your rice.
Right. So no stabbing. Don't leave your chopsticks across your bowl or your plate. Instead, let's say you don't have a cute little holder like this little bear from Daiso.
Or you don't have a Zoom Zoom Minnie Mouse.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Come on, just have your name on them too.
That's true. I'll tell you guys about that after.
But yeah, so you would use a holder if you got it, right? But if you don't, you could lay your chopsticks pointing to the left on the lip of your tray. You know, normally you get like a tray with all your little bowls and dishes. If you don't have that option, you can even take the paper, the sleeve that your wooden chopsticks typically come in, fold that baby up in whatever cute little shape you want.
Nice.
And rest them on said little cute shape. Yes.
Okay.
Or make a little envelope out of them or what have you.
Okay. I like it. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that. And I've been guilty too, guys. I've set my chopsticks like this before. I haven't done the rice stabbing. I've never committed murder to rice like that.
Yeah. Well,
But I definitely have set it on the side. So I will make sure that I point it to the left and use whatever means that I have to rest it on.
now, finally, this is something, y'all, I have a confession to make. I do this all the time. Even at home, even in a restaurant. I am a talker.
No.
And I like to talk with my hands. So I will be like, yeah, and then blah, 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 blah. Don't do that. Do not talk with your chopsticks in your hands or point, oh yeah, shop is over there. Like, don't do that.
Oh.
Totes guilty. I blame it on the European.
I played the fifth. I would never do something like that.
No?
No, Amber, I can't believe you. Never.
Totally. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got.
Okay, awesome. Oh my gosh, I learned so much today. Thank you so much.
Sure.
So I wanted to kind of mention just something that I've observed, and that is there are different types of chopsticks as far as quality is concerned, as far as material. Don't stick your chopsticks in the dishwasher. That's a really helpful tip that I learned the hard way. But there's actually a really cool chopstick shop in Miyajima. So that's really close to where we are here in Iwakuni. And they have some really wide varieties of chopsticks at different price points. These are, of course, my favorite chopsticks. These are my Zoom Zoom chopsticks. And I'm going to give you a little bit of, I don't know if you're going to see this because it's so tiny, but they have little Minnie Mouses on them. And they also have my name on them. So you can get your name engraved on your chopsticks and also different kind of custom made chopsticks. And a lot of them have like a mashing holder that come with them. So it's super, super adorable.
I'm jealous.
And I feel like you will find a type that you really like. So I would probably say, of course, the lowest quality of chopstick are going to be the wooden chopsticks that we talked about. Even those aren't as bad, but specifically the disposable ones.
Oh, yeah.
Those are going to be the lowest. But these are okay. You can get them at Daiso, and we'll do a Daiso video later. But to get started, that's a perfect way to get started with chopsticks is just to go to Daiso while you're here in Japan, buy some chopsticks, kind of feel it out, and then go look at the other ones. Some of them are just pretty to have, and you'll find a weight and a consistency that works for you. I feel like it's kind of the same way with fine dining silverware versus like regular silverware. Like,
Yeah.
there's definitely like a quality difference. So
Totally.
but yeah, so I hope that you guys go try out your chopstick skills. I know now I'm going to be really particular. I'm going to be like, okay, she taught me. And no, see, I can't even do it right now. Look at this. Nothing. But I'm not going to stick it in the rice. I'm going to put it right down here to the left.
Right? It's exciting though. So like, even if you're on the fence, just try it. I mean, and kind of follow what you see too. Like if you're in a restaurant and you're surrounded by locals, absorb that behavior because that's likely what is custom.
Yeah, and give yourself a break, guys. I've done some of these etiquette faux pas myself. It's okay. We get a little bit of a pass, but that's why we're here, to help you guys live your best journey and do things just a little bit better. Holla! Okay, well, we hope that you guys enjoy your chopstick fun, and Amber and I are going to go eat with our chopsticks. So thank you for joining us today. As always, we hope you're out there living in Etiquette. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.